This is a story of boy meets girl, but you should know up front, this is not a love story.
What's going on, y'all? It's friendly neighborhood gangster BX Beast Boy, and today we're going to talk about Miya Marcano. Miya Marcano was a 19-year-old female from Fort Lauderdale. She was currently residing in Orange County, Florida, where she was attending college and worked. She vanished September 24th, 2021. Miya was last seen at 5 p.m. She was supposed to meet her family that night, but when she didn't show, alarms were raised.
Police in Orlando are looking for this woman, 19-year-old Miya Marcano. She was last seen at 3303 Arden Villas Boulevard in Orlando. Now, investigators say Marcano, she's a student at UCF, was planning to visit her parents in Fort Lauderdale before disappearing. She's about 5 feet tall and has green eyes, golden brown hair. If you know anything of her disappearance, you're urged to call police.
Crews spent the weekend looking for Miya Marcano, who was last seen Friday night at the Arden Villas apartments off of University Boulevard. WashU's Paul Rivera joins us now near that apartment complex. So, Paul, what can you tell us about this case?
Well, we know on Saturday, Orange County deputies, they spent time searching inside, outside, and around the apartment complex where she lives. Take a good look right here on your screen. This is Miya Marcano. Take a look at what she looks like here. Her father told us she worked for the apartment complex in the leasing office, which is where she was last seen. He said he spoke to his daughter Friday afternoon, but didn't hear from her when she got off work. He says Marcano was scheduled to catch a flight to her family's home later that night, but said she never boarded the plane. Her family has traveled from Fort Lauderdale to Orlando to speak with detectives. She is 19 years old. Family says Marcano is 5 feet tall, has brown hair, and green eyes. Again, last seen on Friday at the Arden Villa Apartments in Orlando, again, which is where she lives.
The family felt the authorities were taking too long to get results, so they took it into their own hands. The family had one person of interest, Armando. Armando was a maintenance man for the apartment complex. Some people testified that he was extremely infatuated with Miya, even making multiple attempts to pursue her. Every time ended with him getting turned down. If the family showing a huge interest in him being a suspect isn't enough to make you think that he's kind of shaky, well, he decided to approach the police himself on his own. Just walked right up to them, and that moment was caught on tape. Here's a clip of it.
But no one knows Tati. You keep mentioning Tati and no one knows Tati. The roommates don't even know Tati.
You've been sleeping since 10 o'clock, and all of a sudden you're showing up here at 4 o'clock in the morning looking for me.
Tati were conversating about it, so I finally, it came up.
But
should
Tati
I go and see if I see anything?
No one knows Tati. That's my whole thing. Not
Tati
even the roommate knows Tati. She's an employee, but you keep saying Tati is a friend and that you've all hung out together. No one here knows Tati. All her other friends showed up. Her closest friends that live in the complex were all here with us early on. No one knows Tati. Only you. Whoever Tati is, and Tati's on the phone, she shouldn't even be on the phone right now. As of right now, you have sent obsessive texts to Miya. We have all seen the text. You talked about giving her your life savings. You cash out her money, and you claim that you weren't in touch. It's on text.
I never
As a matter of fact, we're going to get a police report to pull your phone records if that's the case. There's evidence of obsession. You're fascinated with me.
It's not only from my side, so don't try to make this.
No one's saying that. It takes.
She's not here to defend herself right now, so
she's missing. So we're talking to you, who've been going back and forth on text.
That is your family.
Right.
But until we figure out what's going on, just don't beat me up.
Nobody beating you
If
up.
I'm guilty, why
Well,
would I
you put
come
yourself in the middle right here. You brought yourself over here.
Because we're concerned.
You're concerned. Why weren't you concerned hours ago?
I just found out.
All right, cool, no problem.
In the first few
how did
hours,
Tati find out?
we didn't think it was serious. I don't even know how Tati found out.
Somebody's missing and you don't think it's serious.
Someone
Maybe they
that
hanging out. They got this place right here. They go downtown. I don't know. Maybe her phone's off. I don't know what she did.
She would use somebody's phone and call her dad or her grandmother, somebody.
she was supposed to show up for a flight and didn't show up.
I called her. I didn't tell you this. I just come back tomorrow.
Officer, can I ask you a question?
The family still had a strong feeling about him after that encounter. As they pursued him, which I have to say again, I do not recommend. But when you're in that predicament, losing a loved one and trying to find justice or get results, I can understand it. I don't really think that that's what you should do, but I can understand it, okay? While following him, they made a huge discovery.
And we said the same thing. Why haven't they gone into his apartment? Why didn't they search him? But he had a screwdriver in his front, the passenger side. Hold on. We watching. Kaylee, speak to that.
How the fuck did that happen?
My stomach.
Am I on your joint? How the fuck did that happen? What is he doing? What is he taking out?
He's taking out. He has gloves. He has gloves in his hands.
He has gloves.
Gloves and what else?
The blanket.
Oh my god, that is my blanket!
Mia's family tried to have hope. They had a gathering and try to get that positive energy out there and really, really hope for Miya to come back.
I have no strength left. My God, bring her home, Father. Bring her home, dear Jesus.
A grandmother's agony on full display, the woman praying and begging for the safe return of her granddaughter, Miya Marcano, and moments later, she collapses. Good evening. The teenager from Broward is still missing in Central Florida.
Investigators have no leads, but Marcano's family members are clinging to their faith. CBS Sports' Austin Carter is live in Orlando with the very latest on the search. Austin.
And Jim, a lot of emotion out here tonight. You could see it in that video, and you can really understand why this has been an exhausting past couple of days for this family, both physically and emotionally, as the search continues. But some of those family members tell me they will not be leaving Orlando unless Miya is with them. The sun sets over another day of searching in Central Florida for 19-year-old Miya Marcano.
When I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil.
Outside the Orlando apartment building where Miya lives and was last seen, an emotional vigil Tuesday night. Her grandmother inconsolable.
Bring her home, dear Lord. Protect her, Lord, from the hands of the devil.
Dozens showed up lighting candles and their cell phones, hoping to shine a light to show Miya the way home. Family members spent the day earlier searching this area.
This is 2 days in a row, just looking for anything that we can find, any kind of clue, anything that maybe this guy left behind.
The Orange County Sheriff's Office providing this new picture of Miya with what she's believed to have last been wearing when she went missing Friday.
After Armando's cell phone records led the police to new information, the police later found Armando's body after he took his own life.
The search for a missing teen in Central Florida taking a gut-wrenching turn as sheriff's deputies say a person of interest has killed himself. The family of 19-year-old Miya Marcano made their way from Fort Lauderdale to Orlando to plead for her safe return home today. CBS 4's Austin Carter is live at Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport with the latest.
And Lauren, she was supposed to be on a flight right here to Fort Lauderdale on Friday, the same day that she went missing.
As soon as you're ready, Mia, come. Give us the sign and we're right there. You know it. I love you, Mia.
A desperate plea from a South Florida family as the search continues for 19-year-old Miya Marcano. She's been missing since Friday from the Orlando area, and now investigators say this person of interest in her disappearance is dead.
It appears he has killed himself.
27-year-old Armando Manuel Caballero was a maintenance worker at the apartment complex where Marcano lived and worked. She was last seen at the complex around 5 p.m. Friday near the University of Central Florida.
And so he had demonstrated a romantic interest in Miya. This was repeatedly rebuffed.
The Orange County Sheriff's Office says they have at least 30 detectives working this case and tracking all leads. Meantime, this heartbroken family waits for answers and hopes that Marcano herself hears them.
Miya, this message is for you. I know you're alive. I know you're out there. We love you.
And shortly after, Miya Marcano's body was found with her feet, hands, and mouth all bound.
This is not the update that I wanted to give to everyone today. Earlier today, the Orange County Sheriff's Office Emergency Response Team was searching the area of Timberscan Apartments that's off of South Texas Avenue in Orange County. And that's when they discovered a body we believe to be that of Miya Marcano. Why were we at Timberscan Apartments? So cell phone records showed us that Caballero was in or near the Timberscan Apartments on Friday evening between 8 and 9 o'clock. That's the evening that she was reported missing. And he was there for about 20 minutes. Nothing in the records indicate that he ever returned there prior to killing himself. And although we are very certain of the identity, the positive identification will have to come from the medical examiner's office. At this time, we cannot identify a cause of death, so I don't want to speculate on that. The most important thing right now is that unfortunately, we have found what we believe to be the remains of Miya.
It was later on discovered that Armando's master key, because remember, he was the maintenance man. His master key was used to go into Miya's apartment. It was also found that Miya's apartment had a lot of signs of a disturbance.
According to a relative, they knew something was wrong when they went into her apartment after her disappearance and noticed dirt and items left all over the floor, very unlike Miya. And it was also discovered that this person of interest did use a maintenance master key fob to enter Miya's apartment right here on the day she went missing.
October 22nd, 2021, Miya Marcano was found. This was an extremely tragic event. It did not need to happen. Why? Because someone got rejected? That's disgusting, fam. That is extremely disgusting. And my prayers are really with the family of Miya Marcano. I really do wish the best for them. I know this is hard to deal with. I wouldn't wish this on anybody, but that's the world we live in today. You got to be really careful. There's a lot of crazy people out here. Don't forget to hit that like button and also subscribe. And if you're extra nasty, check me out on Patreon or join my channel memberships. I'm also on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok.